All right, so here we are on week 3. And this week we're going to talk a little bit about communication. I can't tell you how important communication is for a radiographer. Um, it is something we do all day. If you don't communicate, there's breakdown, things don't get done. So, communication, very important. Um, this week we're going to focus on communication kind of with other medical professionals. We're going to talk about communicating with technologists and physicians and other medical professionals, and then we're going to talk a little bit about phone etiquette. So, with technologists, the most important thing you can do is, first of all, listen to them and ask any questions that you have, almost to the point that they're annoyed by your questions because you're new still. But if there's something you don't understand, please ask. Um, Also, let them know, most importantly, if there's an exam that you feel like you could do. So, chest x ray. You could probably do that at this point. So, if you really want to be in charge of that exam, you let them know ahead of time. Because a lot of people, um, especially my coworkers, at this point they don't know how much you know. So, they're going to take you along for the ride, kind of to watch, unless you tell them differently. So, just keep that line of communication open. Um, in terms of physicians, you'll see that we talk to them a lot. We have to get orders from physicians, sometimes on the phone, sometimes in person. Um, so just be respectful, be professional, ask them questions if you have them, don't be afraid of them. Um, and you'll see when we go to the OR um, and we're in a surgery, the only way that we're going to know how to run that C arm for them is if we're communicating. So if they say something like, move the C arm north, and you're like, which way is north? You just say, what do you mean by that? And they'll say, towards the head, or towards whichever way is north in the OR. I don't even know how people know that. So sometimes people use terminology that is confusing or conflicting. Um, the best thing you can do is ask questions. Same with other medical professionals. My philosophy with that is just be kind, be helpful. You never know when you're going to need their help. So if they ask you to do something, do it to the best of your ability. If you don't understand or don't know what they want you to do, just ask them. A lot of times, lab will ask you to hold something, or a nurse will say, "Hey, can you help me with this patient? I'm trying to do this." So just be helpful. Um, Let them know. I mean, your badge will say you're a student, but let them know you're a student. Just say you don't understand if you don't understand something. That's just the best way to, create a rapport with someone. So, now for phone etiquette, you were not expected to answer the phone. It is not in your job description when you're there as a student. But we would really appreciate it if you would try. I'm not saying you have to know everything. I don't know everything when I answer the phone. The best thing you can do is say, radiology, this is Alicia. Uh, they'll talk to you. If you have no idea what they're talking about, say, hey, hold on, I'm going to find someone who can help you. I'm a student. Or let me see if there's someone here who can help you better. Just answer that phone so it doesn't ring and ring and ring. Because there are a lot of times I know when you're in the work area and we're running around or going up front to get something. So don't be afraid of it. I promise. The worst case scenario, you have to tell someone to hold on. You have to get someone else. But you'll kind of watch all of us. We have to talk on the phone a lot, to talk to nurses, to talk to physicians. So you kind of get used to our phone etiquette and kind of just copy and do what you would do. But we always answer radiology, our name, and then sometimes they'll say, how can I help you? Something like that. So think about using proper phone etiquette when you're there. Um, Communicating with other people, always important. The more you communicate, probably the better in the healthcare professions. So, um, that's all I have for right now. You will have both a situation and your other weekly discussion board on your clinical experience this week. Just kind of read through those questions, answer them to the best of your ability. Using real life scenarios is probably your best option. If you have any questions or concerns, please get a hold of me. My contact information is there. You can text my cell phone, you can email me, you can call me, whatever you need to do. Have a great third week, and I can't wait to see our discussions.